My name is Marnie Sumbal, and I am the owner of Trimarni Coaching and Nutrition. I am a 17-time Ironman finisher, 5-time Ironman World Championship finisher. Back in 2007, before blogging was even a thing, I started a blog and I called it Trimarni, and because I was a triathlete and my name is Marnie, so I started the blog. But what's interesting is that my very first blog was my first and only DNF. I had some niggles throughout the day and I couldn't finish it. And for some reason, I decided to write about it. And that was my very first blog post. But over the years, I built up a reputation and a following from my blog, which then moved to social media on Facebook, to then moved to articles, and then I wrote books.
My name is Karel Sumbal, and I'm also a coach with Trimarni Coaching and Nutrition. I grew up as a cyclist, and for me the cycling was everything, and I didn't really care too much about other sports. But then when I met Marnie and she was training for her first Ironman, I started looking more into the complexity of the triathlon. That you can't be just single-minded or being good in that one type of the sport. How is our team different than some other teams or clubs is that we really value the community feel. All our athletes are great people. They represent us well, they represent the sport well, and that community feel that nobody is too good or nobody is too slow to be part of the team.
What I really appreciate about Coach Marnie and Coach Karel is their ability to understand my entire life and what I have going on across my work, across my family, and the knowledge that they have is just far beyond anything that I've experienced with a coach before.
I've known Marnie and Karel for about 7 years. I love their coaching style, their knowledge base, and just their support as athletes. I can't say enough about their heart and their really willingness to help you as an athlete.
I love Marnie and Karel so much because they really care about their athletes and they hear us. When I have a bad week, they help me through it. When I'm too busy at work or I have family challenges, they're always there in a pinch to help me out through training.
So we have a little over 20 athletes here, including the 3 coaches. So I think that there's 21 of us, 22 of us here participating, and they receive their slots through either qualifying outright at the races, the roll downs, the Women for Tri, and we really encouraged everybody who received a slot this year to take advantage of it, and I think everybody's really excited to be here. I have 2 things that are really important when we coach athletes. Is number 1, that they never feel like they are giving up their life to train for a long distance triathlon. And number 2 is that we know that athletes will leave the sports. Journeys change, new chapters come up, kids grow up, and I want to make sure that our athletes know that we always cared about them. We want to make sure that when they leave the sport that they still have a passion for it. I wanted to be a strength and conditioning coach, and that's what I was studying in undergrad, was exercise science and a minor in psychology. And then I went on to graduate school to get my master's in exercise physiology. Once I got into endurance sports, I realized that I was missing a part of my education, which was nutrition. And so I decided to go back to school to become a registered dietitian. And I wanted to stay focused on my passion, which was working with athletes.
One of the biggest success story of that happened during the COVID was that we managed to motivate athletes in a different way and help them see the bigger picture we have, because everybody has different lives, different jobs, families, and different type of the stressors. So we need to balance all that to make sure that they can actually yield into all the positive training adaptations and becoming better athletes. Don't let this moment bypass you.
When you're out there on race day, remember that this is a celebration of all the hard work